The history of Super Typhoon Nepartak, Philippine name Butchoy, which is me. The first named storm and the typhoon of the annual typhoon season, Nepartak developed into a tropical storm outside of Guam on July 3, ending on the record tide of 199-day period without a named storm over the basin, tied with the 1997 and the 1998 interval, and steadily tracking over westward on July 4, becoming the typhoon on the next day. The Nepartak reached peak, which intensity would pin or high on July 6. The Nepartak weakened on July 7 and crossed Taiwan later, emerging to the Taiwan Strait and weakening into a severe tropical storm on July 8, eventually make landfall over Taiwan, China on July 9, and dissipated overland one day later. A low pressure area developed south of Guam on June 30. During July 2, the Japan Meteorological Agency started to monitor a borer tropical depression that developed about 780 kilometers, 485 miles southeast of Yapai State. The depression was located within a favorable environment for the further development of the low vertical winds here. While global computer models indicated that the system will develop further as the upper developed low. During that day, as the depression intensified as moved westwards in a weak steering environment, while deep atmospheric convenience started to wrap the system connected to the low-level circulation center. Early on July 3, the United States Joint Typhoon Warning Center initiated the advisories on the system and classified as Tropical Depression 02. The system subsequently named Nepartak. The JMA after it intensified into a tropical storm. An ASCAT pass that shone of 65 km per hour existed that the storm is coordinated. The naming of the Nepartak was brought until the end of the record 199-day period without a tropical storm within the northward Pacific basin. After being named the Nepartak, they started to accelerate northwestwards as a tropical reach to the north of the system became better established and acted dominant steering mechanism. Over the next couple of days, the system gradually intensified further as an upper-level outflow, improved that the TTG cell persistent to the north of Nepartak credibility westwards. Thus, around 12:00 UTC, the JMA upgraded to the severe tropical storm, and the system developed into a large central dense overcast, or CDO. With tightly curved convenient banding, both and the JMA and the JTWC upgraded the flag into a typhoon early the next day, and afterwards the system underwent a rapid deepening. The system entered the Philippine area of responsibility at approximately 6 UTC. Upon which Pagasa assigned it as the local name Butchoy. I'm the Butchoy. I'm just named Butchoy. It's my nickname. Due to a low vertical wind shear, settled dual outflow channels, and the very warm sea surface temperatures about 6 C over the Philippine Sea, the compact and asymmetric typhoon acquired annular characteristics and the well-defined eye. On the evening on July 5, this prompted the JTWC upgraded to a Category 4 and equivalent Super Typhoon on 18:00 UTC. On July 6, the JTWC acknowledged that the Nepartak has become a Category 5 equivalent Super Typhoon featuring a distinct eye. The Nepartak reached its peak at a intensity of around 6:00 UTC, around 835 kilometers east-southeast of Taiwan. The team estimated that the central pressure of 8900 millibars and the 10-minute maximum sustained winds of 200 km per hour. The JTWC estimated that the 1 million stake winds of 285 km per hour or 180 miles per hour. Maintaining peak intensity for the day, the Nepartak started to slow down and weaken on July 7 only to the party of Taiwan. An outflow in the western side of the low-level circulation. By 12 UTC, the Nepartak's had become rash and cloud-filled. Around that time, the typhoon passed close to the buoy near Orchid Island. The buoy at first, the minimum pressure roughly 897 millibars. This observation was concluded by the National Taiwan University team. And on September 13, the Institute of Cryptography of the National Taiwan University said that after calibrating a pressure sensor, they found the lowest atmospheric pressure in fact was 911 15 millibars. Nepartak made landfall over Tamili in the country at 2550 UTC in the Taiwan time of July 8, and it subsequently emerged to the Taiwan Strait at January 9 at 6:30 UTC. Weakening from the Category 4 super typhoon into Category 1 equilibrium typhoon within 12 hours. With Taiwan caused Nepartak's structure to degrade significantly, the mid-level circulation became developed of the LLC. Therefore, despite a favorable upper-level environment, the typhoon could not re-strengthen Nepartak, which reached warning cloud tops and found a cloud field in deepest condition. Confirmed to the northwest and southeast superficie of the LLC. Around 18 UTC, the JV downgraded Nepartak into a severe tropical storm and downgraded to a tropical storm. On July 9, immediately before JMA downgraded to Nepartak into a tropical storm, the system made landfall officially Fujian at 5:41 UTC. This resulted in a decaying convenience of the LLC. Therefore, they issued its final warning. In the afternoon, Nepartak would continue moving as a tropical depression and dissipated during July 10. Here is the mid-imagery of Super Typhoon Nepartak almost near Taiwan on July 7, 2016. Well, see you guys at part 2. Bye!